A monster refers broadly to a creature or spirit that uses mirrors or reflective surfaces as portals, traps, or means of attack. It's less a single fixed mythic being and more a recurring horror trope across folklore, fiction, and popular culture. Tsukumogaमी, here's a breakdown of its history and development. Origins and folklore roots. In Japanese folklore, there is the entity called Ungaikyō, sometimes mirror monster, depicted in the 1784 collection by Toriyama Sekien as a haunted mirror with a face and limbs. Wikipedia, the idea, an object, a mirror that becomes animated, possesses a spirit, or connects with another realm. Thus, mirrors become metaphors and literal gateways for the uncanny. Such ideas tie to ancient beliefs, for example, Mesoamerican obsidian spirit mirrors used in divination, where mirrors were viewed as portals to other worlds. National Geographic. The trope in fiction and popular culture. The mirror monster, as a trope, is described in resources like Wikipedia, a creature that emerges from or exists only in mirrors, drags victims into mirror worlds, or creates reflections that differ from reality. Wikipedia examples in the book series for young readers Ghost in the Mirror by the Goosebumps series. Mirror monsters live in a mirror dimension and invade our world via a mirror. Goosebumps.fandom.com. In the comic graphic medium of the games series Little Nightmares and its comic counterpart, a mirror monster appears behind mirrors and drags victims into a mirror dimension. LittleNightmares.fandom.com. Why the mirror monster resonates. Mirrors are inherently uncanny. They reflect us but also invert, hide, show what's behind or inside us. A monster tied to mirrors taps into fears of self-reflection, hidden selves, trapped souls. The idea of being trapped in a reflection or pulled through a mirror evokes deep symbolism. Identity, duality, entrapment. Because mirrors are ordinary, everyday objects, their subversion into threat brings horror close to home. Key characteristics and narrative logic. The monster often uses a reflective surface as a threshold. It might hide behind, within, or pull you in. World anvil. Victims might see themselves but distorted, replaced, or manipulated. The act of breaking the mirror may be a solution, but sometimes breaking it releases the creature further. Wikipedia. The setting often. Darkened room, reflective surface, moment of looking when vulnerable. Evolution and variations. From classical folklore objects like Ungaikyō to modern horror films, games, variations, a reflection that acts on its own. A being that lives in the mirror world and invades our world. A mirror object possessed or cursed. The mirror monster shifts between being supernatural, ghost, spirit, and metaphoric, inner monster, fear of self. For example, in literary analysis, one sees the mirror symbolizing identity conflict. E-notes. Contemporary relevance. Horror games and media continue to use mirror monsters because they exploit inherent human vulnerability. Looking in the mirror, seeing something unexpected. The trope also appears in pop culture as urban legend. We look in the mirror at night, we see something behind us, etc. It raises interesting intersections between folklore, psychology, technology, e.g., digital mirrors, and cultural